Hi, I'm Tony from Humpop Gaming. Do you want to launch your players sky high just like they do in Fortnite? In this video, I'll show you how to create an epic jump pad in Roblox that boosts your players into the air and propels them forward, just like the launch pads in Fortnite. Stick around because by the end of this tutorial, you'll have a working jump pad that takes your game to the next level. Let's get started. The first thing we're going to need is a part. Then let's add a script and hook up the touched event. This event will pass in the part which touched the jump pad. From here, we can get the parent, and if that's a character, then we'll be able to get the humanoid root part from there. We can then check if we've successfully got a humanoid root part. If we haven't, we're not going to do anything. But if we do, we will be able to get the humanoid, and now we can create a body velocity. We do this by getting the body velocity from the humanoid root part, and if there's not one there, we're going to create a new instance. We then set a max force to a new vector 3 and pass in 100,000 for the X, Y and Z axis. I played around with different values, but ultimately 100,000 felt the best. We then get the direction the player's facing, and we set the body velocity to move them upwards and forwards at the same time. This works because we create a vector 3 and only give the y-axis a non-zero value, which forces the player upwards by the number of studs that we've defined in our jump power. Now you'll notice jump power currently has an orange line under it. That's because we haven't defined it yet. So let's come up to the top and we'll define jump power of 150. Next, we take the forward direction of the player and multiply it by the additional force. This moves the player forward by the number of studs that we've defined in additional force. Once again, this has got an orange line under it. So let's go up to the top and define it, and we'll give this a value of 50. By adding these two vectors, the player moves in a diagonal arc rather than just straight up or straight forward. We then parent the body velocity to the humanoid root part, and finally we get the debris service and destroy the body velocity so it doesn't interfere with any other movement. So if we play our game now, we can see we've got our jump pad on the floor, and when we run over it, we jump up in the air, and I haven't anchored it. So it moves when I jump, but if you anchor it, you won't get that issue. You can see it's working perfectly fine. Every time I jump, it moves, but never mind. And I'm not going to chase that one. So we'll stop our game. We now have a jump pad that works great. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'm Tony from Humpop Gaming. I'll see you in the next one.